Yo, 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 what's going on, my people? It's your girl, Ryder Creator, coming back with another one. So today I wanted to touch on a guy that I really loved. I followed his career because I was into dance. I'm into like all of the arts. So it's a guy by the name of Twitch. He most people know him from becoming um Ellen's co-host on her talk show before she retired. Um, but I knew him from So You Think You Can Dance. That's the first thing I ever seen him on. And so I would watch that. And he was a great dancer, dancer extraordinaire, amazing man, beautiful spirit, all that good stuff. So today I wanted to just touch on, well, for the people that don't know, um, in 2022, um, he was found deceased in a motel or a hotel room. I can't remember if it's a hotel or a motel, but um, by SUICID. So I just spelled it out because I don't know if I could say that. So they said that he did that to himself. So a lot of people have um, doubts about that. I included in the fray. I had doubts about this too. But I asked my ancestors and I asked the man himself. And I got to just tell y'all about what happened to me when this happened. When this was going on, I don't know if I ever put this on my channel. It might be included on a live, but I just wanted to put out what I experienced because um, it told me something. When I had my thoughts about what happened, I was corrected and I was told what was going on. And for the things that I didn't understand, I asked and I might ask now and find out what really happened. Okay? So let's go. So, so um Twitch began working on Ellen's show, the Ellen DeGeneres show, um in 2013. So when he first was hired there, he was, I don't mean to be putting his business in the street, but it's kind of included. Should I put the numbers in the street? Yeah. So it's kind of included in it. So when he first started in 2013, um, he made a $500,000 per season, right? So then in 2015, after that, I think it was, yeah, which would be season 13, 2015 on until 2000 and I'm not sure she retired in 2022. No, in 2021. Okay, so I think Ellen retired. I'm not quite sure, so don't quote me on that. I think that Ellen retired in 2021. It could have been 2022, but I think it was 2021. So from 2015 to 2021, he was making $1 million a season. So now this is a person that started off in a profession that is dancing. So dancing is um, I want to say, not so secure profession because everything is more sporadic. You get your money as you go along. Like you not really secured in what you make. Even if it was on a show like So You Think You Could Dance, he was not making as much as the judges were making. And they are the talent. But he was not making nowhere near what he was making on Ellen. I don't even think a tenth of that. Like, so anyway, um, is that right? Yup. Okay. So he wasn't even making a tenth of that. So, so, um, when he started working on Ellen, he still was playing it safe because he's not used to having a certain lifestyle. But then again, let me explain a little bit about him. He was born September the 29th, which makes him a Libra, which makes him an air sign. So naturally, they are free. They flow like the wind. They that is the way they prefer to be, to live, and the way they prefer their spirit to be and express itself freely. So, so anyway, he went and got a house in 2015. Once he started making $1 million, he went and got a house, which ran him a pretty penny. Ran him about let's say estimated 1.2 million, but it was like 1.15 million, but I'm not quite sure how much it was. So I'm just going to estimate it to 1.2 million, right? So, now he already is stepping above his means financially. So, so, I'm sure he did not just outright pay the 1.2 million or 1.15 million, whatever it was. I'm sure he didn't do that. So he paid for this house, paid 20%, which usually people have to pay, and then began mortgage payments. So now, fast forward to when all this drama started happening with the Ellen show or whatever. So when the drama started happening in the Ellen show, people started coming forward saying that she was mean, she was harassing them and uh, belittling them and all this different stuff. Now this is threatening his security, his lifestyle, or whatever. This was around 2020. Was that 2020? Yeah. So that was around 2020 when this was happening or whatever. So now this is threatening his security, him feeling safe and secure in his way of living. And I feel like he could have possibly been living above his means. Most people do. It's a saying that says that everybody is just one or two paychecks away from being homeless. So like that goes to say something because most people live above their means, especially when he was in a predicament where he's making $1 million a year. So he's thinking, oh, I'm good. So that was the first sign of trouble with the Ellen show or whatever. And then I felt like when Ellen retired, it was because of the drama that unfolded. It made her feel like, what am I doing this for? I don't have no reason to be here. I had a good run. I don't have to put up with this foolishness. I don't have to put up with these people trying to get a money grab. And she chose to retire. In the meanwhile, that left him back to square one. Like everybody was saying that it was foul play, but I don't necessarily like. I was watching this guy named Willie D. Most people know him from the Ghetto Boys, um, but yeah, I was watching Willie D. He was questioning and he was saying it was foul play. I don't really think it was foul play. I think that all the life circumstances came crashing down on this man. This man was safe and secure, and then all of a sudden, now the rug was ripped out from underneath of him, and now he's back at square one where he started from. So that's enough to send somebody into a frenzy or send them into a bad way. That's what I'm gonna say. Send him into a bad way. And so now let me get on to what happened when this was going on at the time and what spiritual messages was told to me just from me watching this. So at first I thought it was foul play too. I don't remember why I did not like his wife, but I didn't trust the wife either, but I don't know why. I really can't tell you why. So I'm going to leave that like that. But they corrected me. The ancestors and God and Twitch corrected me and told me she had nothing to do with his death. Like it, because I kept thinking it was foul play. And he was saying no. So as I was watching all these different reports and things that were talking about him, because all we knew was that he died from um from him doing that to himself. That's what they was told. That's what we were told. We didn't get any way or anything. So as I'm watching this and everything, trying to find out what's going on, all of a sudden my rods pointed to the middle of my forehead, which was crazy because if you remember, it was supposed to be a self-inflicted gunshot or, wound. So now to the head, they said, but that wasn't why it was pointed. But I thought it was, because then later I found out that it was supposed to be um, a head wound that was self-inflicted or whatever. I'm trying to be careful about what I can and what I can't say, because YouTube real tricky. So anyway, so I thought it was about the wound to the head or whatever, because of him pointing right in the middle of my forehead, like what people would say between the eyes or something, like right there, like in the middle of the forehead. So, but no, he was saying that he was having mental issues because of the pressure that was building up. Like, I just made it fuller and understood where he was coming from. He was saying that he was having mental issues because of everything that was going on with his job, with Ellen stepping out just all of the sudden. Now he's left back at square one, trying to figure out how he's going to make ends meet, trying to figure out what type of gig. And then you got to remember, the profession he come from is shaky at best. Like, when it comes to income, being a dancer is not one of those incomes that you just are just living the high life. I mean, he could have went back to square one because of his name and because he is known. He could have like went on tour with stars, but he wasn't thinking that far along. He was just thinking that everything that he has just been ripped from him, and now what is he going to do to support his family? When you're like the primary breadwinner, um, it's a lot of pressure to feel like you have to hold this family, this house, this everything together. So that is what happened with him. That's my opinion. If anybody else have a different opinion, you're more than welcome to come up and say your piece or whatever. I mean, I don't have no problem with that. But yeah, I just wanted to speak as far as that, and I just felt like that was the situation, that it was because he became overwhelmed and had a mental breakdown from everything that was going on in the Ellen show, that ending, and his finances kind of ending. Like, he might have been okay to the end of the year, but then what? You know? So that's kind of what happened. His head went into a tailspin of worry, and from that point on, that's what resulted in his death, if you ask me. So if anybody else disagrees, you're more than welcome to hop in my comments and tell me what you think about that. I just wanted to tell y'all about my opinion, what happened when this was going on, because I don't think I talked about it on my channel. And I think that's basically it for today. Um, so thank you for busting up with me. Everybody that came through, I appreciate you. I did notice you. Um, and I think that's about it. So if anybody wishes to support my channel, you're more than welcome to hit my Cash App. I would really appreciate it. I also have PayPal that you can hit up. That is in my description box. It's listed in the description box. Also, if you would like to contact me for any reason, my email address is listed in the description box, and my text message. It's a number where you could text me at. You could call me too, but I probably won't answer. So you're better off texting me. So My text message number is listed in the description box as well. So thank you for busting up with me. I appreciate every one of y'all for coming through, showing support, showing love. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for supporting me. And that's about it. Mwah! Peace.